Hello, this is James. As everybody is aware by now, we're getting Blackwings in the Blackstorm Rising 15th main box. And we're getting some good cards. We're getting Black Whirlwind, enabling consistency for the Blackwings. Blackwing Bore the Spear, a free special summon as long as you control a Blackwing monster other than itself. Blackwing Sure the Blue Flame, also enabling the special summon. But it has to destroy a monster by battle, which I'm not crazy about, so I'm not entirely certain why this is a super rare. And then the other main deck Blackwing that I think is going to be most relevant for Duel Links is going to be Blackwing Harmattan the Dust, which has a very similar effect to Bore the Spear, but and it has level manipulation. But if you are curious why Harmattan is a rare and Bora is an ultra rare, Bora is not limited to once per turn, whereas Harmattan is. And all of this special summoning and crazy combo action will enable the Synchro Shokan of our Blackwing Dragon, soaking up that effect damage, and also Blackwing Silverwind the Ascendant, which is just the most boss, but he's also kind of a pain in the neck to get out. One Blackwing tuner plus 2 or more non-tuner monsters. When this card is Synchro Shokan, you can target up to 2 face-up monsters on the field with defense lower than this card's attack. Most cards have less than 2800 defense. You cannot conduct your battle. Destroy those targets. You cannot conduct your battle phase a turn. You activate this effect. During each of your opponent's turns, the first Blackwing monster you control that would be destroyed by battle is not destroyed. So even though you have to skip your battle phase, this monster does protect himself. But I think that Blackwing Silverwind the Ascendant encapsulates the Blackwings that we're getting right now, because yes, he's strong. Yes, Blackwings are strong, but it's harder than it needs to be because there's support that we're not getting. So before we get all swept up in the Blackwings in Duel Links hype, I think it bears reviewing the cards, the Blackwing cards that we are not getting just yet. So everybody close your eyes while I scroll up. I'll tell you when you can open them. So okay. All right. Open your eyes. First card that we're not getting, even though it's in the game, Blackwing Blizzard the Far North. So I think that since we're not getting Blackwing Blizzard, we're pretty much everybody that's going to be running a Blackwings deck is going to be using the Crow Mark of the Dragon tail skill to get you get a free Blackwing Dragon, and you get 2 Blackwing Blizzard the Far North in your deck, and then you have a 22 card Blackwing deck, which is not ideal, but if you whale out for 3 copies of Blackwing Whirlwind, Blackwing Whirlwind would make a 20 card deck amazingly consistent, but with the addition of the extra 2 cards, it just makes it, maybe a little better to good in terms of consistency, again, instead of amazing. And perhaps that's by design. Obviously, you want your Blizzard the Far North because it gives you some nice recursion. Cannot be special summoned. When this card is normal summon, you can target 1 level 4 or lower Blackwing monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target in defense position. Oh, I left Blackwing Armwing off of my list of important Blackstorm Rising Blackwings, and that's just because, yes, he's a level 6. You can easily get him out with Blizzard the Far North, but he just does piercing damage. He's not cool like Silverwind the Ascendant. The next card, of course, Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind. Look at this bulging green eyes. Well, he's a green monster with bulging eyes. If you control a Blackwing monster other than Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. That target's attack and defense become half its current attack and defense. So I think we could reasonably expect Blackwing Blizzard to have been in this Blackwing main box. They did not add it, probably because they're going to put it... They're probably going to sprinkle the Blackwings across multiple main boxes like they did with Fire Fists and like they did with... I'll remember it later. But Konami has a history of putting support just across boxes for no reason other than to make you get the box, like they did with Fire Fist Gorilla that we got in a selection box, and then many main boxes later we just had the one lonely Fire Fist Gorilla as a super rare. And I think the most recent main box that wasn't or I think we got it before Stardust Acceleration. Anyway, you know, not great, but they are a for-profit company. Okay, so Gale the Whirlwind, unlike Blackwing Blizzard, very, very strong card. Maybe Crow level 45 reward? I don't... It's hard to gauge. This does seem like something that we wouldn't be able to have 3 of in Duel Links, just because you're getting a higher level monster. Like, so unlike Blackwing Blizzard the Far North, this only gets the full mojo if you already have Blackwings in the grave, whereas Gale the Whirlwind, you can normal summon a Blackwing and then special summon the Gale the Whirlwind. You can have a turn 1 level 7 or level 6 or what have you. And it also powers down your opponent's monsters. So Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind, very strong. Blackwing Kalute the Moon Shadow. During either player's damage step, when a Blackwing monster you control is attacking or being attacked, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. That monster gains 1400 attack until the end of this turn. Oh, the power creep on the Gem Merchant, which is a really, really fun monster. And Kalute the Moon Shadow. Is it Kalute or Kalute? Kalute the Moon Shadow. I'm liking the assonance on there. The Lu and the Moo. Kalute the Moon Shadow would be a very, very fun little combo card in the Blackwings. And you would be able to bring him back with Blackwing Blizzard the Far North. You discard him, and then you can normal summon your Blizzard. And then you have 2, and then a 3, and then... I don't know, you could synchro into Goyo Chaser. There we go, that's a level 5. A generic level 5. And neither of those monsters has a Blackwing Synchro Shokan restriction. Blackwing Sirocco the Dawn, there's a lot of text here, yada yada. It has OTK potential. You can make 1 Blackwing gain all the attack points of all the other Blackwings. And I think when Crow did his introductory combo, showing how much cooler he was than the Sector Security, he had Sirocco the Dawn, I think double, attack per game. And Sirocco the Dawn would actually make Feign the Steel Chain, the Crow drop at the gate. That would make that a very desirable card, because all of a sudden Feign the Steel Chain can attack directly for 2,500 points and change the position of one of your opponent's monsters. Our final desired main deck Blackwing is Blackwing Vayu, Emblem of Honor. This face-up card in the field cannot be used as synchro material. If this card is in the graveyard, you can target 1 non-tuner Blackwing monster in your graveyard, banish both that card and this target. Okay, yeah, all right. I don't expect them to give us Vayu in the first Blackwings box, because you can if you can get Vayu in the graveyard, you can get a Synchro Shokan, and then you can use one of those materials that was sent to the graveyard plus Vayu for a second Synchro Shokan. Yeah, look at this badass bully school chicken. He's wearing the traditional anime high school coat, but the Geta sandals make you know that he's a punk. So we're going to close with our desired Blackwing Synchros. Blackwing Northung, the Starlight. This has a control effect with inflicting damage and reducing attack and defense, but it also gives you an extra normal summon of 1 Blackwing monster. Now, we're getting, we've had for a long time the Gem Knight the Gem Knight fusion that allows you to get an extra normal summon. Gem Knight Seraphonite. The reason that we got Seraphonite and not Northung is because the Blackwing main deck can actually make use of that extra normal summon. Again, another card that I do not expect, but that I did not expect initially, but I am looking forward to in the future. And finally, Blackwing Armor Master. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is the cool version of Blackwing Armed Wing. Who knew that the shield guy would be cooler than the weapons guy? Cannot be destroyed by battle. You take no battle damage from attacks involving this card. At the end of the damage step, if this card attacks a monster, you can place a wedge counter on that monster. You can remove all wedge counters from your opponent's monsters. Attack and defense of those monsters that had wedge counters become 0 until the end of this turn. Pair this with a double attack, some form of double attack, and you have lethal damage. Another crazy powerful monster that and the reason I review these is not to dangle their power in front of you, nor to fuel the complaints of Konami withholding support, but merely as caution. Everybody's going to get hype about Blackwings, and yes, they will have the potential to do well, but they're not going to live up to the crushing hype of the TCG, because we're not getting the full TCG support. Thank you for watching.